world. Good morning. Oh, I just had a bagel. I hope I don't have any seeds in my teeth. I think it's gonna be fine. Okay, well, here we are. I don't even have much to report this morning. I just woke up, had a pretty good snooze. Bonita's licking her toes. It's a great day. I have my tea. The sun is out because it's wicked cold. Right on. Okay. Well, I only pulled out 2 decks, to be honest. I was like, it's these 2 or nothing. So, let's start. Well, yeah, let's start with every little thing you do is magic. Yeah, very quiet. So there's like a real quiet. Yeah, even as a Gemini for my own self, it's like when you're a parent, when your kid is too quiet and all of a sudden you get real suspicious, as you should. Or if you own a husky, same thing. Same rules apply, but my own Gemini being quiet, I'm like, yeah, something suspicious. Why are we so quiet right now? Okay, you know how it goes. We gotta call on those crowd favorites. Grandmama, you get in here. Okay, so God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, archangels, all ascended masters, all of my benevolent ancestors. You know what? I personally had a reading yesterday, and my biological dad came up. Anyway, so I was working with that energy yesterday, but it just made me think of that because when I said benevolent ancestors, sometimes, not always, but when we have a relative, a family member pass away, maybe we didn't connect with the most or we didn't like, it doesn't mean though that once they're on the other side and they do their life review that they don't go, oh shit, cinnamon, and then want to help us. It's not always the case. Some people die and they do their life review and it takes them a while. They gotta stay working with their spirit team. But I suspect that there's someone on your benevolent ancestor side. Could even be someone you don't really know of. Someone on the ancestor side. They're fucking with you in the best way. You know what I mean? Good fucking with. Okay. To be honest, I'm kind of getting some dad energy. Oh, in case you don't know, I tend to get spicy, 9 million. I fight with my spirit team. I fight with my ancestors. Like anyone that I think that is not coming correct, where I'm like, what the fuck? My bio dad included. Well, I've told him to eat shit a few times, but you know what's so funny though? Sometimes when I'm meditating, and this is how I know also it's not me, because I would never pick this. It's not my personality making this stuff up. There'll be times where I'm meditating, my grandma will come through and I'll see that like I have a bit of a table, like a dinner table filled with my spirit team, and I'll kind of go around. But oddly, it's my grandma and my bio dad that sometimes like to hang out together, which I think is hilarious because I don't even think they actually spent time together on the physical planet. My bio dad, when he was on this planet, was a son of a nutcracker. I do hold half of him. Some of it are my best qualities. So it's a funny thing to carry the burden of genes. Because you get the good stuff and you get the not so good stuff too. But, okay, so we got some dad. Well, it's good. You know what? We've been talking about the mamas, the mother. Oh, I haven't even posted that video. Oh, did I accidentally delete it when I was making space? Oh yeah, is that a message? We wanted to make space, so we just deleted the mother, and not, we gotta be so literal or keep it, the facts on the internet. When I say delete, we're not talking about anything nefarious here. God. Okay, well, there's some papa. Okay, well, grandma. My bio dad's name was Tom. Yes. So maybe Tom, Tomas. You know what? Also, my dad was a Virgo, so I don't know. Maybe you got some Virgo energy here. You got some Tomas, Tom, Tommy, Thomas. Oh, you know what's so funny is that I'm just shuffling these cards and nothing's coming out. Okay, so quick story. So, many years ago, I was coming back, I think it was from, when I moved back from New York to Montreal, and then I said no to Montreal and went back to Toronto. And so when I got back to Toronto, it was the winter. Oh yeah, I was depressed as hell. Oh yeah, because it was the breakup from the New York girlfriend. She was Canadian. Anyway, so we left New York, came back to Montreal the day before Valentine's. We broke up. I had depression of the mind, even though I was actually quite thrilled to have the relationship ended. So I went back to Toronto, but I was like sick. It was like February. I was like sick, I was cold, I was tired. I was still a bit sad, yes. And there's a healer, this Japanese fellow. So I went to go see him. I'd seen him before. Anyway, he did some work, but as he was doing some work on me, he just casually was like chatting to the ethers, like having a conversation. I was just like, do you want to tell me about this? Oh yeah, because then he just like let the conversation go and then continued to work on me. And I was like, can we back drive there? It looked as though you were talking to maybe a spirit or something. Like, do you want to talk about it? He was like casually again, was like, oh, I believe I was talking to your dad. He's like, is your dad deceased? I was like, yes. Anyway, but as he was talking, he was like, well, he's like, here's the thing. He's like, your dad initially had things to tell you, but upon further reflection, as they're like, now, I forget how he said it, but basically that, like, my dad was being reticent, like, didn't know what to say. And that was also very much my bio dad, old Tommy. Didn't have a lot to say. I didn't spend the most time with him, to be honest, but he didn't. But it was weird. It was just like the way that he was connecting to him and described him, down to like the little things of like, yeah, I was like, I got the body shiveries. And I just was like, ah, yes. So, yeah, what I'm hearing is, because this was very much for me too, but it could be that you have, I'll just say ancestor, because it could be a dad, it could be a mom, it could be a grandparent, but maybe there was someone who passed that you had strong feelings, maybe not the best, but they're wanting to commune with you. They do want to tell you something, whether it's coming in through a dream or like, but sometimes when we're spice level 9 million, and rightfully so, I have all the reasons. Tom knows why. Sometimes I tell him to eat shit. Like, there's no surprises. But every time I've had someone connect to him or he's come through in a dream, very evolved. Like, he understands now. Anyway, so that's kind of what happened yesterday, but I feel like there's a dad presence here. Okay, well, Grandma. Oh yeah, that's what I meant by shuffling the cards forever. And I felt quiet. Yeah, there's a quiet. A quiet and a watching, which isn't a bad thing. The quiet is coming from this energy realizing they thought they knew. Oh yeah, because the one thing that healer said was like, oh, you know, like initially, like when your dad passed, he felt really good about his life, to be honest. He just partied. He abandoned all of his kids, but this is what I mean by it being honest. Like, he was like, initially, like your dad, you know, but he's like, now he's starting to see the bigger picture. He sees now on the other side all of the stories, and it's leaving him speechless. Okay, so Grandma, let's get into it. Give me a card. The Four of Wands. See? The familial home. But look, this to me is like somehow digging up graves. Digging up graves, eh? Or burying something. We did say, I don't know, put mom to rest. Okay, hold on. The Wheel of Fortune. See, look, this to me is that message. It's coming through a very cosmic door on the other side. It's trying to reach out. Yeah, you might have a family member that you don't really love or like, maybe in this moment, but they're wanting to reach out. I'm not saying you should. I'm just conveying the message here. And like when I say that I get spice level, you should hear sometimes what I say to my spirit team when I think there's some bullshit. And same with old Daddy Bear. Like there's nothing I wouldn't say to anyone. Like I'll say it to your face. I will say it to all over the world. So like I get it. If you have strong feelings, but what is coming through is that they're trying to connect. Do with it what you will. I personally was touched yesterday where I was like, okay. And then, you know, some days I am. Some days I'm really touched. And then some days, I don't know, I'll just get a memory and I'll be like, Tom, eat shit. That's how I feel about it. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, see, look, this is a parent. A parent and a bébé. The Eight of Pentacles. So many of these cards, like the Eight of Pentacles in any other deck, would not show a parent and a baby. Well, this parent could have had a very strong work ethic. Okay, well, we'll clarify in a hot sec. Okay, so what's going underneath the Four of Wands? The World. Yeah, see? There's an ending. Or you might have a parent who's about to pass. Because this is the current energy. This is like fresh soil. Or they could have just passed. Also, this doesn't have to be a hard relationship. I just was thinking in regards to my own dad, but this could absolutely be someone that you love to pieces. Okay, so what's going underneath the Wheel of Fortune? The Seven of Swords. Again, going back to quiet. But what's so interesting is that, actually, I was just thinking about this yesterday. My dad had this giant snake tattoo. Okay. So what's going underneath the Eight of Pentacles? Judgment. See, look, the coffin, but look at all of the eyes and the tears. Okay, so Grandmama, what's going underneath the Four of Wands to the World? The Lovers. See, look at all the hands reaching out. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune to the Seven of Swords. The Ten of Wands. End of a burden. Okay, and I am seeing the Elder of Pentacles here on the bottom. That is the King of Penties. Just like I said, my dad was a Virgo. Okay, the last card, Eight of Pentacles to Judgment. Oh my god, King of Pentacles. That's who wanted to come out. Okay. My eczema is trying to go on my elbow. Little known fact, I have eczema sometimes. This new spot is driving me crazy. I know, I shouldn't itch. My son tells me all the time. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Maybe one of you has a little eczema, a little flare-up right now. Okay. Well, I thought we were going to clarify with the other deck, but you know what? Let's continue on. Okay, so let's talk about this Four of Wands. Well, it's a yellow old house. I have an association with like yellow farmhouses or like that color. It to me is romantic as hell. Like it's cheery. And there's a lot of roses. Even though there's like 4 pitchforks. Okay, so Grandma, let's talk about it. This Four of Wands. It is a happy home, but with the pitchforks, like I said, I think there's like a recent passing here. And a new beginning. Well, we have endings and new beginnings. Did you finally just get home from somewhere? From traveling? Yeah, because I'm also hearing like, I know for a lot of people I've known, when there's like a really significant death, a lot of people go traveling. I mean, you might have also just come home from traveling because of the death. But yeah, I feel like there's a landing. There's a landing, but this also again denotes new beginnings. Okay. Tell me a little bit more. The Four of Wands to the Fool. The Eight of Wands. See, yeah, look at all this travel. But see, here, I just noticed that this bunny is hopping to like the past. So I feel like you had to return. You had to come home, and it was quick communication. And these are Canadian geese. Some of you might be Canadian. You don't have to be. Honk honk. Yeah. I think it was really quick. Or that you heard that they were sick or something. Yeah, because this Wheel of Fortune, see? And we have the World. Yeah, you may have just gotten wind that they were sick and that you had to come home immediately. Something like this, you'll know. Okay, so Grandma, let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune. The Apprentice of Wands. Well, in this deck, there's always a lot of mushrooms, which makes me think of psilocybin. There's like, even in that Wheel of Fortune, it's very psychedelic. Yeah, it allows you to like pierce the veil a little bit, right? I feel like this person, to be honest, was like hanging on until you could get home. Or can get home. Yeah, because this snail is past facing. It's like they can't move forward until they connect, because we see this hand reaching out. We see this hand reaching out. Tell me a little bit more about the Wheel of Fortune to the Apprentice of Wands. The Five of Cups. But see, if you haven't really been in communication with this person, they might be waiting for a response to see, like, will you come see them for the last time? Yeah, like they're hanging on because they're really sad. Yeah, this to me is a lot of regret. This feels like an illness too. And part of like that psilocybin they might be using, they might be in a facility where they have access to being treated. Like if it's a hospice, some hospices will work with different drugs. But yeah, there is something here about transitioning, but waiting. feeling sad. Again, you may not have seen this person since you were a kid. Like, I don't know. Okay, so let's get into it, Grandma. The Eight of Pentacles. We got a baby beaver. Some kind of parental beaver. The Two of Swords. See, look at the hands reaching out. Look at the axe and the scythe. Yeah. The last time you may have communicated, it was like that with... Actually, the very last time... Oh my god. Was it here? In this city? I think it was. The last time I actually spoke to my dad, and it had already been years. So, the North, especially Northern Canada, classic rumor mill. Everybody knows everybody. What had happened was I got a phone call. This is so classic, my mom too. My mom got word from my real nutso-babutso stepdad. He had purportedly heard that my bio dad had died. So he passed that info along to my mom, but my mom can't deal with anything. So she calls me up, knowing that, like, also, again, my dad wasn't there for me. My dad was kind of like, so we didn't really keep in touch. So my mom called me up, though, to be like, I heard that your bio dad's dead. Can you call his number to see if it's true? So I did. She gave me the number. And what's so funny is I dialed the number again, because it's the North and everyone does know everyone. So, like, I just think it's just gonna ring forever. And so all of a sudden I hear, hello? And I just start laughing and I say, oh my God, Tom, it's me. Mom just called me to tell me that you're dead, and she wanted me to call to find out. And he laughed. But it was in this city, like 1,000,000 years ago. Yeah, like 1,000,000. That was the very last time. Yeah, so either way, it's been a while, but this is about a decision, though. Two of Swords is about making a decision. Do you want to reach out or not? Because there's like a window of time here. Do you know what I mean? Like, the threshold door is open. This person's about to leave. So even if it's just you speaking the truth to this person, it might be your opportunity to just speak the truth, you know? It doesn't have to be all love and kisses. Okay. Ooh, Seven of Wands. Again, cutting ties. The scissors are open. They're not cutting, but this to me is like... we have an axe, a scythe, and scissors. Trust me, like I said, oh man, I can dig deep into the hard feelings on my bio dad, you know, but in some certain moments, I feel tenderness, and I can have a conversation, so I get both sides. I get it if you're like, eat shit, motherfucker, I'll spit on your grave. I get it. Okay, so it doesn't seem like you're all that interested, to be honest. What is the world to the Seven of Wands? But it could also be other family members. Three of Wands. Well, I feel like other families showing up. Yeah, like I really feel like this person has a long-term illness. They're in the hospital or hospice. Like, it is, we are counting down. It's factual. They are about to transition out. So I feel like with the Seven of Wands to the Three of Wands, there might also just be other family involved that you don't want to see, or with a lot of people coming. I feel like there's this window that's just for you and this person to connect, to say whatever it is that you have to say to one another. Okay, so Grandmama, what's the Seven of Swords? The Ten of Cups. See, this is the thing. You might just have an old school dad like mine that also has their own trauma. And not that excuses anything, but going to this reticence, they just may not know how to convey their love. Again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just that the Ten of Cups is clarifying this Seven of Swords. And yes, it looks like a sneaky, but it can be about lying. But for me, this is about, can be even about lying about, they might have said some hurtful things. Like, my dad denied my existence. It's because my mom cheated on him. And even though I'm a dead ringer for him, he denied. And he would, deny, but, also claim me. But in this, yeah, he just was really terrible to my mom. And even at his funeral, all the other kids were invited to the funeral except for me. And he died of cancer. He had ample time. So this is what I mean. But the cards here are saying, though, is that behind this exterior, and you may not believe it, but this is what the cards are saying, is that they love you. This is the Ten of Cups. This is family. This is, all the feelings. Yeah, and I think this person is in huge regret. Trust me, I can already hear the comments. I know, I've already had these conversations with all of my parents, dead or not dead. I get it, where you're like, it's too fucking late. I get it. All I can say, though, is that there's a spirit coming through. There's a real energy. And what I can feel and sense is that this person is waiting. They want to talk to you. Even if you don't want to talk to them, I feel like they want to tell you something. Even if it's just to be like, I see it now. I fucked up. And the truth is, I do love you. I don't know. It's gonna get you right in the heart. Yeah, the way that my dad was coming through the reading yesterday, I had a good cry because it aligned with a dream that my mom had about my dad, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. But when she described the dream, when you know, your whole body responds. And I was and it was so specific, but I was like, yes. Okay, Grandmama, let's talk about this Judgment card. See? They want to tell you the truth. I'm telling you, it's like the deathbed rites. They know they're going. You actually have someone here who wants to tell you. Like I said, I wasn't even invited. My dad knew he was dying. His wife didn't even know. His last wife, she didn't even know that he had kids. He raised her kids for 10 years. Literally denied that he had any kids. He had many. So anyway, but this person, I'm just going to say it's your dad. I feel like it's your dad. It doesn't have to be, but whoever this person is, they want to tell you the truth. Oh, look. Oh, all of those eyes are like these guys on the butterfly. It's like protection. It's even on the back of tigers' heads, when the spots and things make it look like there's eyes and stuff on the back so that predators don't attack. Ah, so there's something here about a defense mechanism. Yeah, and see, we have that Ten of Cups to the Lovers with all of this reaching out. I really think they want to end a burden. And it could be yes for themselves, but to me, this really is, it's you do get clarity as you're about to die. I know, some say too little too late. I get it. Going back to what I was saying, carrying the burden of half the genes. You get the good stuff with the bad stuff. But you do have a pearl. And it really couldn't come from if you had any different parents. I know it's not what anyone wants to hear. But even in my own letter to my mom, where I was like, eat shit, I did thank her for many things. And a lot of those qualities, like, she did give to me. My mom gave me some beautiful qualities. Some of my best parts do come from both of my parents. Including there's like the shitty stuff too. Okay, so what is the Lovers here? Let's clarify. The Magician. See what I mean though? Look at the hands. Now these hands want to create. They want to reach out, but it's the Magician. And look, again, up in the ethers, wanting to change things. All the elements at the disposal. What is at this person's disposal is speaking the truth, is speaking from the heart. That's where the magic lies. And see, there's no obstacles here. The hands are just about to connect. I'm telling you, and you don't have to take my advice. I'm seeing this truly as an opportunity to put down a huge burden. And I do believe that when they pass, there will be a big rainstorm. But I think it'll be even more epic. I feel, yeah, the rains are gonna come. It's gonna wash it away. If you choose to go and to be there while this person, it's going to transform your life for the better. Even if it's you getting to speak your truth, whatever, there's something here. 10 of Wands. The 6 of Pentacles, exactly, generosity. See, wanting to leave you with something. And that's Jupiter in the background. See, it's about leaving the kids with something. Yeah, putting down, again, the burden of the genes you carry from your family, and leaving you with something good. It's either showing up as the King of Penties. They want to leave you with something good, to at least, out of all this damage, all of this hurt, to at least try to leave something beautiful here. And not everyone wants to do that. My dad chose to not do that with me. And maybe that's part of his own hurt, now that he has to see everything, you know? Because that's what was coming through, is that there's like a lot of regret now, and being like, and it gets, it gets you in the heart. Okay, so yeah, my heart. Going back to the 4 of Wands, we see the 4 candles. I just feel like this is how they see you. You're so, like the pride of a lion, or, oh, pride of a lion. I was gonna say elephant pride. Either way, they could have also, your parent could have been a Leo, but they're so proud of you. This is how they see you. Like, just brilliant, just remarkable. The Hierophant, you know? Yeah, they see you in such a higher light. A higher light, yeah. Oof. Yeah, this one really, she's got me. Okay, King of Pentacles to the Hierophant. Anything else you would like to say? Yeah, love. Going back to these pearls. It's just like, I can't know everyone's story with their parents, and I can't speak to your experience. I'm just reading what these cards are showing me. Whoever I'm connecting to, this parent, yeah, again, they don't feel comfortable talking. It's not how they were raised. I'm not saying, these aren't excuses, I'm just explaining where they're coming from. But there's such a depth of emotion. This is whale to, what are these? Clams, oysters. And see, this whale is past facing. So even though it may have truly presented, truly by their actions, thoughts, deeds, words, all the things that they did not care, but what they're showing me is that below the surface, they always did. Like, as much as my dad rejected me, which he really did, and he was so terrible to my mom, really rejected me, but the man carried a tiny photo of me in his truck. There was one point that my mom got back together with my dad when I was a teenager. Can you believe it? Just shock-worthy. I was shocked. But the only Christmas I got to do with my dad, was it Christmas or Thanksgiving? Either way, my mom had said she found him in the middle of the night. He had a Christmas card for me, and he was practicing how to sign it, because he had never been in my life, but he had been practicing signing it from Tom or from Dad. So there's things that we don't get to see. I would have never known about that moment had my mom chosen not to start sleeping with him again. And also, he did the same shit that he always does. He was a drunk. He totally didn't show up. Classic kid. I waited by the window, waiting for him to come pick me up. He did not. This is the thing. This and that are true. Well, fuck. That wasn't the reading I was expecting. I never do know what to expect. Okay. Before I close this out, Grandmama. You can't see how much they love you. And for really real reasons, you may not be able to see, because again, the thing that they may have always presented was like the opposite of love. I'm telling you, this spirit, when we get to the other side, it's so different. See? Leaving this earth. I can't even. Yeah, my own words. Just like how I started this reading. Okay. That's the message. There's nothing else to say. It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. But, see, look, and this is what's on the bottom. See the threshold. Baby cow. That's you. You're their kid. Oh yeah, look at this. But I also feel like, again, the eyes. We see all these eyes on this side, but it's also remind me like the butterfly, but these eyes. I'm hearing that song, These Eyes, by What's His Nuts. Oh God. Okay, either way. Oh man, alive. I was not prepared for that. I did not know. I did not know. Let's all wipe a tear. Or not. I don't know. It got me. It got me. That's the thing. As a psychic reader, I'm privy to all of the feelings. It's different when you can see, and I feel like that's how it is when people transition. It's the feeling knowing, feeling seeing. You get access to all the things, and it changes everything drastically. Ooh, okay, let's take care of our hearts. Let's take care of our hearts. Okay, well, big love. Big love. Stay blessed, stay golden. You do what you gotta do.